Yo, what's going on guys? It's Tyrant and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be looking at the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Just before EVO, Capcom were kind enough to invite me to their UK headquarters where I was able to get hands-on early access with the game. Now, this was not the final release, so I was only able to access 3 of the 7 games, being X-Men Children of the Atom, X-Men vs Street Fighter, and of course the beloved Marvel vs Capcom 2. The final build will also feature Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter, Marvel vs Capcom 1, and The Punisher. Firstly, let's take a look at Children of the Atom. Personally, this was one of my favourite games growing up. I had this on the Sega Saturn, and as an X-Men kid, I was in love with this game. In this version, you can easily play around with the dip switch settings, changing the difficulty, the secret characters, how they're playable, the boot display, and things like that. Also guys, it's obviously worth mentioning, as this was an early build, I didn't have access to the online play, the gallery, the music settings, anything like that. It was just the game and a few of the extra features. But it is promising to see that Capcom have included extra things like this to give you more bang for your buck. As this was the game that pretty much spawned the Marvel vs Capcom franchise, it can feel a little bit clunky and slow at times, and the difficulty is pretty brutal, I'm not gonna lie. This is where I found one of the new features, the quick save and load state, to come in handy. If you find yourself getting absolutely cooked by the CPU, no problem, just load that save state and get to work until you can beat him. As Sentinel flies away with Wolverine inside of a bubble, because why not? Okay, next let's take a look at X-Men vs Street Fighter. I wanted to see what the training modes were capable of in this game, so I went straight into that. Having a real training mode for these titles was undoubtedly one of the most hyped things for a lot of people, I'm sure, so I had to take a look at some of the features. You also have the original arcade marquees available for display, which is an excellent touch, and I love that from Capcom. Obviously, you can also check your character's move list in the menu, as well as a basic move list, which will tell you all the different mechanics for each separate game. This is an excellent touch because some of them have slight differences between them, and some of them can be a bit confusing to remember, so it's always nice to have that as a reference. At the main menu, you are also able to select between the Japanese and the English version of each game. I don't think this changes too much despite some text in game, but it's still pretty cool to have that. One of the other main features of this game are the filters. Now, this changes how the display looks, and you can choose to have that old CRT feel from the arcade all the way up to a smoothing filter. There are 8 in total, and I'm just going to let them play out on screen right now for you guys.
Here you go!
Alright, moving on to the one you've all been waiting for, Marvel vs Capcom 2. I absolutely love this game, and first of all I wanted to look at the training mode and all the features that it has. I'm just going to let the menu play out for you guys so you can see what it has to offer. Another additional feature here is the addition of special move buttons and hyper combo buttons. This will essentially allow you to do specials and supers at the press of a button, and you can think of this similar to Street Fighter 6's modern controls. There's probably going to be some people that really dislike this, but personally I don't have too much of a problem with it. Until we really see what it's capable of, then yeah, I think it's fine. I also wasn't able to cancel specials into supers with these buttons. So for example, I do Sentinel Rocket Punch and I press the hyper combo button for the Sentinel Force and it doesn't come out. So I don't know if this is just an early build thing or this is something intentional. Of course, I was still able to do this the traditional way with the quarter circle, but yeah, it wasn't working with the button. So I'm not sure what the limitations of this are yet. Besides that, I was able to pull off all of my combos with ease. My team in this game is Jill, Doom, Sentinel, and yeah, I was able to do all my combos no problem. But yeah, man, it's Marvel 2 at the end of the day. You know, this is one of the best fighting games ever made. Everybody loves this game pretty much. It's universally renowned as one of the iconic titles of the FGC. And yeah, honestly, it just felt so good. And having a real training mode to really drill your combos, like easily accessible, is what we've been wanting for years, man. Like, having this game readily available on consoles is huge. I mean, before this, it was the Xbox 360 and the PS3 that you could play this on, and since then, they've removed it from the store. So yeah, unless you use Fightcade or something like that, you're not going to play this game. And nobody has like a Dreamcast hooked up these days, really, or... It's just really, really frustrating. If for people that want to play this game with their friends, you know, or just relive the past, you can't. And yeah, I love that this game is now fully available, has a training mode. It's going to have rollback netcode, which is just incredible. I also got some fun games in with Rich the Dragon, my boy from Capcom, and yeah, we had some fun games, man. So honestly, we only played a couple of matches, and it was just so fun, bro. This game is timeless, and yeah, man. I also was able to stream this game from Evo Live. Shouts to Capcom for allowing me to do that. So I'm going to be uploading some of the archives of my matches with Posey right here on the channel. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, guys. Don't forget, please let me know what you're looking forward to most in the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. And yeah, man, we don't know a release date yet, but when we do, best believe I'm going to be covering it here on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Tyrant out of here.